Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the Follower Fisher channel. I'm Phil Fisher, and it's mini mornings. So that means getting some painting done on the bench, hanging out, relaxing before my work day. So if you were here last time, we were painting some Star Wars Legion. We are still painting some Star Wars Legion. I'm going ahead and bring the music down just a little bit. There we go. But welcome from wherever you're joining us. Last we left off, I think I was doing a bunch of the backpack metal detail. Yeah, I could try to get some of the buckles and stuff. We'll give it a shot. I may have to pull it off camera every so often, but we'll give it a whirl. Yeah. So start. I'm going in with this gunmail metal. And this is just, or sorry, not gunmail, plate mail metal. Gunmail metal. This is from the Army Painter War Paints Metallics. Start with a little bit there. And for brushes, we're using Golden Maple imports. I have no idea. These are a gift from my wife. But she's smart because I beat the heck out of my brushes. Very bad brush steward. I am. Poor brushes don't deserve it. Let's see if I can scooch this just a little bit. Nope, there, okay. The problem there is I block all the other light. What if I do that? Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, at least I can see now. I'm just gonna try to hit some of these buckles here. I feel like these are definitely metal. Here. And here. I have to touch some of it up, but yep, we're gonna have to touch some of it up. Let me do this. Let me go down to like a 0 or something. There we go. We'll go into our trip 0. I just have less risk of making a mess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then doing these buckles here. There's kind of one on this. It's got this pouch cross slung here. I guess that is a buckle right there. I think there's a couple on the shoulder here. Just trying to keep my hand out of the light, and also so you all can see it. I mean, it looks better than he did. We're closing in. No golden demons here, but we're closing in. Warmed up a little bit. I think my cold is finally starting to fall off. Which I am very happy about. And it'll be 100 degrees before we know it. Hopefully not too soon. Alright, what did I do with the one I just had? This one, okay. So I got this one set. This one, this one. There we go. Do these have little buttons on them? Looks like they do. Sorry. I just wanted to do that little button. Can't even see it. There's a little button on that chest pouch there. Some buckles there. One here. One here. Up on the pouch. Back pouch, that is. Yeah, I think the rest are okay. Do our mortar guy. Get the water bottle right there. Get this one here. 2 on the back. Here and here. This looks like it has one. Still a little dry here. There. That looks okay. A couple on the front. I'm gonna hit right here. And I think that's okay for the accents. All right. I really muddied these up heavier than I thought I did. Let's see if we can get some of that back. Maybe not. But you know what? That's okay. Because honestly, we're just trying to get these dudes on the table. More than anything else. We're trying to finish this army. Let's be done with it. Because we got a whole rebel one we got to paint after this. So, no need to be too precious in this endeavor. There we go. We'll do the buckle on the water bottle. That's about the limit. Okay. I'm really leaning into my mic because that's the only way I can get close to the model. So I'm trying not to peek it too hard. I think these just have kind of a snap on them. So I think it's just down here. I think it's even hard to see. Like there. Yeah, okay. Going ahead and do all of these straps here. Okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Dude off. There we go. Number next. That's all right. We did him last time, which means we're probably closing on the ones we did last time. I think we did 3 of them. We're pretty close to it. Okay. This guy, not yet. Yeah. There we go. We'll hit here. We'll hit here. Then we got 3 chest pouches. Going to hit those across the buckle. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. That looks good. Unless there's a little button. There is. Okay. So there's a little dot button right there. Not a lot. A few. Okay. Here. Here. Same on this one. Here and here. That one doesn't look to have one. This one does. Same thing up here. One across the bottom there. Any chest pieces? Nope. Good. Easy in. Not too terrible. Coming across here. 1, 2. Like I said, the cold is almost gone. Not completely gone, but almost. Mostly dead. The cough. All right. Hope you're having a great day to anyone out there. If you have any comments for us, there is a comment box on the About section. But feel free to lurk, hang out, engage with me if you'd like. Still kind of waking up. I got a big old coffee next to me, but I am here. There we go. All right. Maybe today we'll actually get to the basing. It'll be so much fun. We're getting pretty close on these guys. Getting very, very close. Just gonna finish up these buckles. Probably get another ink layer in there. Try to touch up some of the stuff we have. Oh, we still got to put the rank insignia on. All right, so there's a few more things, but we're close, I guess. Boom. Yeah, okay. Oh, we still got to do lenses. We haven't done lenses yet. Shame on me. Thinking we would get to bases today. You never know. Maybe I'll become speed demon in the next 20 minutes. Probably not, but... He's doing the grenades on this one's chest. He's got a couple thermal detonator type things. Somehow I knew this one was going to be my pain in the butt. We got a bunch of straps all around the bedroll here. We're going to do our best. There we go. Do the rest of this harness. Oh, nice. Nice. This, boom. I don't want to get the gun. There we go. Did I just miss all? I may have missed all of it. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. All right. Next, we'll do the lenses. Oh, hey, I could chess. Yeah, I tried to get the camera a little better this time. At one point, I was running it through the lens, but we were able to get it zoomed in a little closer. And thank you. And happy graduation. I think I'm going to do these like maybe OD green or something. Yeah. All right, for the lens, we're going to go some contrast Black Templar. There we go. Okay, this guy already has the lens painted, it looks like. Yeah, okay. The same on this side. Brutal. All right, you know what? We're gonna go back to the null oil. Just because now I gotta fix that visor. Everything was going well until I painted the top of the visor. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's 2 black dots there and there. Yeah, the ink's just fine. That'll do just fine. Get that little nose piece there. Bing, bing, bing. All right, the officer doesn't really have anything to ink. Let's get ink around. Oh, you know what? He actually does have something I need to paint. He's got this, like, bionic eye plate thing. And there we go. It's hard to see, but it's got kind of this missing an eye. Yeah, okay. Back to our ink. Oh, Bibimbap? Yeah. Yeah, around me there's a bunch of really good, well, for America, Southeast Asian places. So there's like a Laotian place, there's a Vietnamese place. So we can get like, you know, a Penang curry to a banh mi to a pho, all around. Thankfully, this has been really good. Reminds me, I should go. Yeah, maybe we'll have to go. I'll have to take the wife out this weekend. That sounds good. Missed this one. Get that knocked out. Bam. That sounds good. I'm gonna have a bagel here in a little bit. We'll go ahead, nail the backpack a little bit. Pull that together. Grease this up. No pristine kit survives a first engagement. Well, all right. No kit survives a first engagement pristine. Let's put it that way. That's better. Hit the grenades here. Yeah. be honest, I did want to touch up the bottom of this rifle butt here. Oops. So right along here. Beautiful. Just like that. Yep. It's like I missed. I didn't go down enough. There we go. I feel like at least the whole butt is painted. Its eyes, that's washed over the bigger metallic pieces. Yeah. And this is our heavy gunner for the squad. LMG dude, I guess. That's not ink. Ooh, that would have been real bad. I almost made a big boo-boo. I'm glad my mind was like took a second to process that. I would have painted that whole backpack black, thinking it was wash. Glad we did not do that. Get some of this up on the lip here. Just douse this bad boy. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even need that much. We're just gonna around, pick out all the detail in here. This bit. There we go. Finish the top of the bottle. These things. We'll go back over the rifle. That's the other thing. I didn't really soak the rifles for the other dudes. Let's do that. This is still a little dark. I put a lot in there, so I'm going to pick up some of that. I'm going to go back over these guys' rifles, especially now that that's kind of dried a little bit. And we're going to hit that with some ink as well. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, okay. Do the same for the other two. There we go. I'm just doing this real quick. Don't need to rehash any of this. Did I not? The hell? Okay. I may have lost the thread here a little bit. Yeah. These guys are done. This is a dog hair. Get that off of there. Yeah, I think I missed some of this here. Definitely want to get some grime. And we could be pretty heavy-handed with this. This is not for the buckles. This is just for the weapons, the bigger pieces on the pack. Because the buckles will do as part of the wash against the leather. It'll go with like an Agrax with an earth shade. There we go. A little bit of shade brought the detail on that. That makes me happy. Yeah. No, Phil. These are done. Those are not done. Quit putting the undone ones in there. All right. This dude is pretty much done. Over here. Kind of the same situation here. We're going to do around this casing, top of the water bottle. We're using a big brush for this. And the gun, the back side of the gun. There we go. We get the hands too, that's fine. I've been kind of lumping them in when I do the gun. They are also black. We do want to leave that hand plate. That's definitely something that needs to remain tan. Come in through this backpack, bam, bam, bam. Get this antenna, get underneath here, get over this, at the top. Grab some of the bottom. Hit that grenade. Hit this thing. Which, looking back, is probably also leather, but it's fine. It looks like a cell phone. Call me on my standard issue Imperial cell phone. Yep. Still, all right. We'll finish up the big ink pass, and then we'll go back and finish the visors. That's what I was doing initially. That was the thread I lost. Doing the lenses. Commander, we need more coffee. The rebellion is more caffeinated than we are. There we go. Yeah, very nice. Yep. Another dude with the standard Imperial issue cell phone. Look at this backpack. We got a pair of grenades back here too. Hit those. Definitely making sure we're getting in these little side vent things. Yeah, there we go. Backpack. The other side here. Anything with big ridges like that is going to really pop. With the ink. Come in, get the gun. Wham bam. Thank you, Palpatine. Alright, not a lot of backpack on this guy. He's got one of the toasters, the smaller backpacks. The gun. The backside of gun. Do the macro binocs. This guy. He's got the toaster with the optional antenna. Butt pouch. A gun slung off the pack. It's just like that. Top of the water bottle. That should be pretty good for him. The bottom here. I'll come and I'll do a lens effect on that. Yep. Is thumb not painted? Not really. Okay. Well, you cannot win them all. Today we'll also do this. I could do like a dark gray. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and get this guy painted. I've been putting it off for too long. So because we zenithalled in the priming process, we're going to work our way up from a mech standard gray to a medium gray and then probably a ghost gray, very, very fine highlight, and then ink the whole thing. Or at least after this, we'll ink then the first dry brush pass with the mid-tone. Some of this on there. Actually, you know what? I don't have to dry brush this layer. I'll just paint it. So using the same, I think 3.0 or just 3 brush that we've been using ink with. Grab a bunch of this mech standard gray. We're going to start painting our mortar. Just like this. Thin this down a little bit. So we can kind of let that come out. Put the brush back in very wet. Actually, we're going to go ahead and close this for now. This would actually be a pretty good candidate for probably some form of contrast paint. And then we'll get some probably soot effects for the nose of this. We got a small control panel on the back. I'm not too worried about hitting all the gravel here, the sand. Painting for coverage, really. The other side of this. We go. Okay. This brush is on its last legs. Okay. Now we were very thin on some of this. I just want to make sure we're getting solid gray coat. Yeah, I think so. Is that maybe the side of this leg here? Same there. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. We'll come back to him later after that dries. But the rest of him is inked up pretty well. In the meantime, we are going to go back to doing visors. Visor looks good. Visor looks good. You're the officer. You have done. You need a visor. Visor looks good. Visor looks good. You need a visor. It should be everybody else then. Okay. So these 5 are done. Now you can't see them because I'm zoomed in on the desk, but those 5 are done. These ones need a little love. I'm not going to do his visor because he's got the macro binoculars up against it. But actually, it looks like even this guy's visor is done. Okay, back to our Null Oil. Where did my coffee go? Coffee. Well, could be worse. It could have been blood. But no, it's Null Oil. It also could be worse in that it would be all over my desk, but it is not. It's just all over my hands and all over the brush. There we go. Okay. Back in business. Here we go. Hit the nose piece here. Yeah, just like that. Try to get this a little more wet. Doesn't want to let go from this brush, or this brush doesn't want to load with it super well. There we go. Okay, now it wants to. Where's the one above this? This one. Sorry, eating paint over here. There we go. That's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Yep. Get that running in there. Get that running up here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to be quick and kind of dirty on this. Too much. Too much, much too much. Yeah. Yeah. I was just gonna have a little darker face than everyone else, but I managed to pick it back up. Oops. Same thing here. Overloaded the brush. This is on me. Just don't want. There we go. Okay. So this pulls pretty well with the capillary action. We're good. And that should be the lot for that. I don't know if this guy ever got the wash, the initial brown wash. Maybe he did. Looks like he did a little bit, but it's very light. Okay, so this is mostly done. Done drying, that is. So I'm going to take my big honkin' brush again, my 3. I'm going to douse it with this Null Oil. Just smother it. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'm being heavy on this. I'm floating the brush out. This will darken the whole thing down a little bit. Pick out our recessed areas. that when we come over with our dry brush layer. We have something a little darker to work from, and the highlighting, the contrast piece of that process, or we're not really highlighting, right? We're adding shadow, kind of, when we do this. Will be even more stark, because we'll have a hard line denoting like recess, you know, something that's below or lower withdrawn within the figure. And then when we do the high dry brush, you know, all that'll be accentuated. Okay. Sure. Yep. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get a timer set up for myself here. Oh, that's okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go top off my coffee. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll be back in about, let's say, 5 minutes. I just need to go use the men's room, the head, the latrine, I guess. And I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Very quick run. We're back at the bench. I do have some small news. The Discord is up. There is a link in the profile. Anyone would like to join the Discord? Okay, and we got visors. We got null and oil washes over all the weapons. I kind of want to go back and paint the bedrolls. And then these two canister things. I think I'm going to paint them like green. I don't know. So they're not really cannon, but they look like mortar ammo. So it could be yellow. In the US Army, during World War II, they were green. In the German Army, I think they were also like greenish. So I'm not sure where to go with that. I think that's just my lens as an American. The Germans are the Imperials, and the rebels are the Americans in the Commonwealth. I mean, those Imperial uniforms look like something made by Hugo Boss, so... Okay. Yeah, we'll go with the OD. I'm fine with that. So, I'm going to take some of this US Olive Drab. This is the Model Color Vallejo Panzer Series. I use this because when I do bolt action stuff, I want something more historically accurate, but this will be OD green, so doesn't get any more real than that. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Contrast with the tan, that'll be okay. I think that's fine. Got a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. And for the bedrolls, probably want to go with like some earth tone, like a brownish. Here we go. Get a little bit of water mixed in. And you just a tiny, tiny bit. So I want to get the bottoms of these. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. To be honest, though, I wonder if it's even worth doing the bedroll in OD. A little olive drab. But maybe I'll go chocolate. Chat, what do you think? Do we do the bedrolls in like a brownish, or do we do them in olive drab? I mean, they could also be straight canvas, but they're already all tan. So I do want a little bit of color contrast. Not everything has to be tan. All right, I think we'll go brown. So for that, same thing, Vallejo Panzer Series, model color flat earth. I think that'll be perfect. Yep. Grab a little bit of water. That mixed in. Yep. All right. Oop. Keep hitting the mic here. There we go. Yeah, that works. I dig that. To be honest, it can even be a little thinned. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. That's coming together nice. Yeah. Little flat brown. Flat earth. So. Yeah. It's almost like a Russian brown. Go in. Bam, bam, bam. Get this. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. I just painted over some of that strap, but no one's gonna know. Well, anyone who's here is gonna know. Ekka's gonna know. And we'll finish up this. It's probably good we did this before the touch-up pass. Is anything we mess up here? Also be fixed in that touch-up pass. Yeah. Good. That looks good. Oops, nope. I missed one little bit of it. Here. There we go. Bam. Okay. All right, we got those going. Our ink should be pretty close to dry over here. They're getting there. So I think what we could do now is the touch-up pass of the armor. So I'm gonna grab my Ushabti bone. Shake the hell out of this. Grab a little bit. We're not doing a big fix here. We're just doing a little fix. We're gonna touch up any place with overpaint. So I'm looking around the shoulder pads. I'm looking around the helmet. I'm looking at the back of the hands. There we go. See? Missed a little bit here. So we can go ahead and hit that. Just like that. This guy's got a little bit here. Inside of the shoulder pad, just like that. A little bit on the outside here. Clean that up. That actually looks pretty good for him. Is that a hole? I think it's actually like a hole. Well, he's been shot in the head. Uh-oh. How are we doing here? Back of the hand looks good. Yep. Around the... Go ahead and touch up a little bit there. The other thigh pad is obscured. Looks good, looks good. Check the back of the hands. I'll clean up some of that. There we go. Shoulder, a little bit on the forearm. Little tiny bit on the shoulder here. We'll tighten up that line. Yeah, good enough. This guy looks somewhat okay. There's a tiny bit on the chest here. See if I can get. Yep. Tiny bit on the hand plate. Like a little bit here. Yep. think it's really just that one that kind of is terrible. This guy. I mean, I'm finding little spots here and there, but nothing like that's making me super concerned. Is it perfect? No. But this stuff we can definitely, like, you know, along the chin plate here, we definitely want that cleaned up. The back of the helmet here. The pauldrons. Get those. Clean up some of the overpaint over here. Other than that, this dude's hand plate. Make sure that's in there. Yep. This guy looks okay. There's a tiny, tiny bit here. Look at that. Yep. Yep. Anything on the officer? No, he damn it, he's gonna need some. Sorry, guys. Smack the mic with my microphone. Oh, there we go. There you are. Yeah. So we based him with Rhinoxide. I'll just go ahead and take some of this down. And we'll start cleaning up these around these straps here. Just want to tighten it up. Yeah, just like that. And along the arm. And I think there's a little bit here. Yep, okay. I think yeah, a little tiny bit there. Okay. Now, overpaint here. Not really. Hand plate. Getting there. Nope, looks good. Anything on our mortar trooper? A very small amount. Really in there. I'm hesitant because I don't want to hit anything else. There we go. Okay. Touch that up. Come around this side. Touch that up. Okay. Any overpainting here? Doesn't really look it. I think we're okay on this, dude. Wait, no, there's a tiny bit here. There we go. Yeah. We got our highlight. Let's all right, what we'll do next is I think we'll do some contrast for, or sorry, this is Sand Golem Speed Paint. It's essentially the contrast for Army Painter. But it's like, because it's halfway kind of between an ink and a paint, I like using it for sand. I forget who I picked this up from. Someone had a great recommendation on it, but we're gonna do that. And since it's a speed paint, I'm gonna use just the back of this little souffle cup here. If I put it on the wet palette, it tends to go through it really quick, but this is almost like just a heavy ink. It's less than the GW contrast paints. So we'll use this on all the sand areas. I'm gonna take my garbage Rio brush here. I'm just gonna hit all of this, just like this. And to be honest, for the shoreline, we're gonna do the same. So anything on the flat surface there, yep. Making sure we hit all around the boots there. All the way to the edge to the disc. Get that in there. Yep. There we go. Actually, we'll wait on the mortar because I do want to still dry brush that guy. Just I used to do a very, very thin down Agrax Earthshade when I would do sands. Like for the terrain, the scenery I built for Tatooine, I used that method. Oh, no, I actually used India ink for the terrain because it was so much terrain. That's why. I do remember now. Very, very thin down India ink with medium. And that seemed to do the trick. Because it would have taken bottles of ink to do it otherwise. You can get yourself, go to your local craft store. If they don't have it, your local artist supply will. Like where you buy custom canvas and you know, your Winsor Newtons, like an actual artist supply store. Get yourself a little bottle of India ink. I recommend getting one in brown and then getting one in black, and then you can just make your own inks. You kind of have to get comfortable with doing it. Like it's not something, when you do it, you have to, you know, it's way stronger than anything you've worked with in GW or Army Painter. This is already thinned, so you have to do the thinning, and that can be either a nightmare or good. And I probably should have painted the rock first on this guy, so we're gonna let that sit. I'll actually put him over here with that. Get a little more speed paint. A little more of that. You do want to work it. It's easy to go back and get more. But normally you just kind of want to work it out a little bit, and that'll thin out the darker areas. But we can also play with the dark areas, you know, shadow. So play up the dark areas underneath the fig. But go ahead, come over. Oh. Ah. Uh-oh. Network being better? Are you behaving, network? Okay, it appears to be better. I don't know. Maybe it's just an artifact. Wanted to wet the bed there for a second. We're back to it. You can finish this up. Well, Agrax, the bedrolls, and the backpacks. Rhyme not intended. Get back there. There we go. Oop. Saved. I don't know how, but saved. Yeah. There we go. One dab more. There we go. As I get it all over my hands, because I'm either painting my fingers or touching the bottle in a weird way. Okay. So this is very little in general. Go ahead and be kind of broad with the flat surface. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. And yeah, this will be just Just like that. Okay. So I think we're probably good to start the dry brush on our boy here. So we'll do that. Yeah, we'll use this one. All right, so with that mech standard gray, which is like a fairly dark gray, I think we're going to come back over with maybe the Stonewall gray. And actually, we should do the same. Well, we don't want it to look like the rock. Actually, let me do the base of this guy. It's gonna kill me. What do I do with the gray? Story of my life. What did I do with the paints? What did I do with them? Okay, so there's our neutral. So they're slightly different, but that's the one I want. And I need the base. Here. Alright. That should be enough for our rocks. So I'm just going to come in here, start getting some coverage on this rock. This we definitely don't want to get on his shoes and stuff. When we go to the sand layer, like, we can really beat up the sand and actually get it on them because it's sand, right? It'll look dusty. Even if you don't have sand on you, it can get very, very fine particles. You know, anyone that's like left their shoes out after they've been walking in the sand, even if you bang them clean, they're going to have this kind of very fine dust powder on them. So if we do get sand during the sand phase, that's not a big deal. But this dark gray means we would have to repaint these shoes. That's not something we can necessarily hide or be like, oh no, it's just part of the world and the weathering. Nope. He is either gray or not. Okay. So we got that rock. I'll go ahead and hit this rock too. What I'll do is I'll use a different, well, we'll go metallic with the dry brush highlights. So we'll kind of keep that. So there's our rock. Got our rock based. We'll probably just finish this up and then I'm going to have to go to work, y'all. I don't want to go to work. I just have to go to work. That's how it always is, right? Do the dumb things I gotta do. Touch the puppet head. As They Might Be Giants once sang. Alright. Go ahead. Just kind of set up here. Get our dry brush going. Basically, I want to just kind of stay away from this front in case we pick up some of the ink. I mean, it's not life or death, but It's still wet, and it'll kind of smear stuff around if we do, like we did just there. And you can see it on the brush, so let's get this wet. And one of the things that's hard about dry brushing is if you do have to rinse it, now you gotta kind of like get it dry, get paint on it, dry that off, and be very careful you don't leave a bunch of dry stuff in your ferrule. That'll start affecting what you do. But there we go. Not too bad. Pick out all the highlights on here. Yeah, there we go. Now you guys can actually probably see these side panels and stuff. And then we'll probably do the same with a metallic. We'll go one up. So we'll do a very, very light highlight. I've got Ghost Gray here, but I usually use that for the rocks. So let me see if I can find another light gray. We can go wolf gray. So usually I use this for rocks, I feel like. So we'll go wolf gray. That's fine. We'll do that. A little bit of blue gray. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit of blue gray. Get this. Bam, bam, bam. Really getting those highlights picked out. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah. And we're not going heavy on this one. This is a very, very light pass. A very, very light pass. There we go. Now, we'll go on ahead and get our gunmetal. Drop a little tiny bit of that. And we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to grab some, load the brush. Let me grab some more paper towel. I'm running out of dry paper towel. That going. Now this I am going to be a little more. So maybe we'll grab some of this plate mail. Yeah, there we go. Basically, I just want to get, I want to keep those highlights, but I want to get a little tiny bit of metallic sheen out of it. Remind everyone that this is actually like, you know, a mortar. So there we go. A little bit of sparkle there. I'm going to do a couple spot paintings. Like I wanted this whole back panel here to be metallic. So we're going to go in like this. Paint up this plate mail metal. And then we'll come through. Ink it again. And then the other thing I want to do is there's a button on the back of this that I think would be black. So this guy right here is going to be black. Get a nice black disc going. There we go. Or not. Contrast paint. See if I can save myself here. Nope. But that just made it worse. There we go. Okay. So that's fine. We'll go with that for now. This will get inked. We could probably dry brush this rock. I'm going to have to rinse this brush, get all the metallics off of it. So we'll go back to our medium. And then we'll do some ghost. We'll take this medium gray. Get some of that on there. And we'll do it for the officer's rock as well. So we'll probably want to ink this first. We'll go ahead and give it a little crunch here. But I know nothing of the crunch. Yeah. So we'll do one more base here. Just getting this speed paint in. I think I gotta call it, guys. I'm gonna have to make some breakfast real quick. Hop on my morning meetings, get going. Do the things. Do all the things. We're getting there. We are getting there. Let's go. Let's go. Bam, 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 bam. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna here hit this a little more. We go. Oh. There we go. Bink, 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 bink. Yeah, okay. Starting to come together. Once we do our hard dry brush for all the sand color, this will really pop for us. All in all, really making some headway today. I'm happy about that. And this is kind of what that finished product looks like in terms of sand. So it does, you know, once we're done, once we get our dry brush layers and stuff in, it'll really start to look pretty good. But for now, it looks darker, it looks contrasty. That's okay. It'll clean up. That's all I got today, y'all. Remember, Give us a follow, suggestion box, and the Discord is up. I'm also in the process of building out a bunch of socials, so keep an eye out for those. Got the Instagram set up, got the Blue Sky set up. Everything's going on YouTube and the archive channel too. So if you haven't seen that, feel free to go check that out. And then probably some other stuff is going to go over there. To be honest, my Tamiya videos, or my Tamiya live streams, are not doing super great. They're probably the weakest live streams on my channel. Which is fine. I get it. That's super niche. But it might just be better suited for an offline video, and then I throw it on YouTube. Is kind of what I'm thinking. We'll have to see. We'll mess with it. It's a learning experience. We're all just figuring this out. In this crazy thing we call life. We're all just figuring it out. Oh, I can't put the brush down. Once I get going, man. Oh no, oh no. That's way too much. Okay, calm down, calm down. We're good. But, yeah. Thank you for hanging out. We've been having a good time. When Phil doesn't mess up too bad, we're having a good time. But no, I think everything's coming together well. It seems to be tightening up, which is what I want to see. I'm so excited to finally get these bases going. I want to see what the water effects look like. I really, really, really want to see. Because I think they're going to look great, honestly. But all in all, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Wild and wacky stuff. Okay. Here we go. Once again, thank you, Eka, for hanging out. So I think next stream is probably going to be Sunday. We'll see about doing something else on Saturday. But for now, I think I'm going to do the Tamiya videos separate. I'll stew on it. I got a couple days to think about it. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Or this weekend. Whatever works. But have a great day, and we'll see you next time.